Coach, the sun is set in Chicago. The temps have dipped and will continue to do so. Jacket and blanket weather. It's that time of year at Soldier Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Check, 59. Get that quarterback. Lock in.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Throwing again on second down. Trubisky hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Lock in. 56 is the mic. Hey, Alpha. 56 the mic.
Again, it's Trubisky. He'll find Hall. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 33. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Preston Smith there on the stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5 at the Packers' 17-yard line.
180. Check, 59. Watch the screen. Pass. Hey, ball.
On second down, Williams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Now Trubisky lost the football. We'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and it's 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Bears, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll run it with Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And it's now a 7-0 game.
That's the score. Bears 7, Packers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Ready up. Check, 59, 59. Coaching still. Off the screen. Get up.
They'll run on first down. It's Arnold up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Okay, break. 20, Mike 20. 65. Hey, Foxtrot. Ready.
2nd and 5. Open man is QT, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Check three.
On 2nd down now, it's Arnold, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Leonard Floyd. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter as the Bears push further out in front. Point after now from Catanzaro. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On first down, Arnold. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bears will take over at their own 20. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 20. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On second down, it's Williams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Alert! Bravo!
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And his throw is incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Trubisky's throw into the hands of Burton. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Trubisky to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But
and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Leonard Floyd in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
And that's their first sack of this game. But how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Eluding the pressure right. Got an open man. It's QT. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
60 or 6-6, bullet high.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to rough this one deep left. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big pickup of 38.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Here we go, G. Get out the field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, exit. 45. Right now.
He'll look to throw. Dancing to, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Marr able to put this one through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Here's Trubisky. He's got Burton here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
Check. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Watch the slant. Watch the blue draw Corker. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Zadarius Smith racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. It's Williams on the catch. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. Sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Gets this one to Hill. Call that a very strong gain of 24. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Past the 20. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown.
Good job.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. This one taken from the 7. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
They'll run on first down. Richard, and he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Arnold, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
General West. 18.
From the 38, Trubisky. He's got it to Williams. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. On first down, it's Williams. Takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the run. They're running it.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
He's got his tight end, Burton. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Gets it to Gabriel on the jet sweep. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
On 2nd down now, it's Williams. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears first down.
And the Bears
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Blue. Bring it. Smooth. 59, Mike. Check. 59. Crunch time, defense.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Trubisky got his man. It's Williams. Williams loses the football, and the Packers pick it up. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. There's Garoppolo to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Below Nichols. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. To try again after the sack. Garoppolo.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there.
And the pressure gets to him again. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Now Garoppolo lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Inside the 10, back at the 9.
Yeah, that's how you do it, dude. Go, 180. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
They'll run on first down. Williams. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. Catanzaro's kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Arnold. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's got the first down and more past midfield. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Here we go. 180! Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
On first down, Arnold. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalil Mack, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Khalil Mack in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Watch the run.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. He's going to let it fly. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. They give them a gain of 38.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
What? 11. Switch gears.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Arnold. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.